Hello? Is anyone there?
Papa, can you hear me?
Is this live?
I think we're
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
Yeah. Can we get a live audience?
the live audience.
I'll text
is
a
this
couple people.
is this bagel?
Let's do a bringer podcast. I'm down.
Everyone needs to bring 10 guests
Yes.
to Lucas's apartment.
Yes, and they have to be blood relatives. They have to be.
It's $40.
Mm-hmm.
I do have a few actually 4 blocks away.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Nice.
But I can't get, 10. We're stretching.
Dude, I got a lot of blood relatives pretty much everywhere. Everywhere I look, I'm like,
blood
Uncle
do you have?
Frank is here.
You got too much blood.
Yeah, we spread like wildfire. Us
Ooh.
Really?
Dobbies, yeah, we do.
The Dobbies. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you're in that book.
We're
How
very
far?
fertile.
What is so how far have you spread your seed, the Dobbses?
Honestly, from where I grew up in Bloomington, Minnesota, all the way to Somaliland. I don't know if you guys know about.
Whoa.
Somaliland.
Yeah.
Will you just explain to our audience what Somaliland is?
Please.
Because some people.
Please recap what we were just talking about before we started recording.
Oh, I didn't realize. Okay, so so down the barrel of the camera. Basically, Somaliland is it's in Africa, and it's sort of recognized, sort of not. Ethiopia is on board. China is not on board for Somaliland, and I just learned about it last week.
Do you recognize it?
Yeah, I recognize, because the thing about me is real recognize real. Do you know what I'm saying?
For sure. And when you look at Somaliland, you're like, yo, that's a real motherfucker. And I know you relate to that.
On some G shit. Exactly.
Like Somaliland, you received your education in the streets. Real, recognize real, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. They've earned it.
That's powerful.
They've earned their stripes.
Oh, we should tell the audience who you are.
Oh, yeah.
I'm the resident Somaliland expert.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're doing a geopolitical podcast today.
Indeed.
Yeah.
It's going to be 5 hours.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be only about obscure countries that Ethiopia recognizes, but China doesn't.
And NPR will pay to have us broadcast on their radio.
Free totes.
Anyway, this is David Dobbins.
Tote bags?
Free tote bags
Free
for anybody.
Tote bags, yo,
for the first 5 people that recognize. If you comment, you like, and you recognize Somaliland, you get a free tote. And that's on Lucas.
I hope the comments on this just become a sea of people debating the existence of Somaliland.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope.
So wait, can you give
that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to start the conversation.
Yeah.
And bump my chin into the mic whenever I get really pumped.
Thank you.
Yes, absolutely. The listeners appreciate. And that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to stir it up, stir the pot.
Nice.
And
so wait, did we recap what Somaliland or how this came about?
Some comic came to me and said, "Listen, what do you know about Somaliland?" And I said, "Get the fuck out of my face." That's not real.
Did this person bring this up out of thin air? Or was this something that, like, you were in the middle of talking about? Was it like, hi, do you know about Somaliland? Or
it was actually a heckler. It was actually a heckler. Yeah, I was doing my set.
How old was this heckler?
4.
4?
It was hard to say. It was a dark room. They were in the corner.
Oh,
They were wearing a hat. A hat that covered their face.
I've heard of these.
So I've actually never seen this person.
It's anonymous?
It's
Q? Is it Q?
They were wearing a trench. It was August.
Whoa.
Yes, they were wearing a trench coat.
By the way, I wasn't asking if they are an anonymous heckler. I was asking, are they the YouTube brand Anonymous?
Wait, what is that? I don't know the YouTube brand Anonymous.
Oh, you know about
They're not.
this.
No, they're not YouTube. They're worldwide. They're
excuse me.
they're international. Going to the moon soon.
Oh,
Okay.
they're always saying they're gonna do stuff, and it is so compelling. You know about this? They're these people. I don't know who they are. I mean, that's the point. But they use this. I
don't know who they are.
They use this.
They all just went yes.
That's like.
I bet they know where the WMDs are. I bet
they
they do.
haven't fucking said anything.
Why don't they just say it?
They don't say shit. They're lying to us.
This is bullshit.
And
Wait.
you know what? I believe them every time.
So I thought that. Okay, are we just
I'm
talking
looking
about
this
like the
up
people
for you.
on like news who are like, oh, they have their like voice garbled and their faces like silhouetted,
Yeah.
but they're just a YouTube channel, just completely that.
But aren't they more than that? Aren't they like?
Oh, they wear that
4chan?
like V for Vendetta mask.
Right. And they're like,
know
we're
about
the
this?
secret society. Yeah.
What? In
It's
the
a
world?
secret society, is what it is. I think that's the best way to put it.
But they're on YouTube.
Yeah, but yeah, they have a YouTube channel. They have Snapchat. They're heavy on Tumblr.
Their Tumblr's
They
a little
really
different,
started
though.
on Tumblr. That's
A
where
lot
they
of
started.
like Lana
Wow.
Del Rey memes.
That's absolutely right.
They'll post things like I try and pretend I don't care, but I do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And then recipes. They have like this really good buffalo chicken cheese dip.
You know what they're not
The-
anonymous about is those recipes.
Yeah, they keep it real with that. They do.
And you put the carrots in first to make sure they're soft.
Yeah. Exactly. They're really into it.
Well, Gabby, do you know who is very much not anonymous? Our guest for
That's right.
today's episode.
Didn't we introduce him?
That's
I
right.
don't think we said his name properly.
I
Before we get to that, can we just talk about the Iraq War quick? Can we just quickly do that? Because I feel like that's
do you
kinda pressing.
recognize the Iraq War?
I recognize. Well, yeah, I recognize that we freaking won. I recognize that it's all cleaned up.
Gabby, please. It's the Iraq War. It's not the state of Israel.
Oh
Yeah, we pretty much. You know what we did with the Iraq War? If I could just do it in one motion, here's what it is. That's it.
It was that easy.
Spanning 11
Pretty
years.
and a lot of money. But you know what we did? That's it.
That we played patty cake with them.
We
Yeah.
we did kind of.
That's a good metaphor.
It was pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so our guest is a fantastic comedian, co-host of Two Virgins Comedy every week on Tuesdays at Solus Bar.
Correct.
With a dear friend of the podcast, Maxim Allen, who's the other co-host. Please give a round of applause for our wonderful guest, David Dobbins.
And everyone, please remember, he is both virgins
Yes.
on the
You
Two
guys
Virgin
got to
show.
make sure to clap into the mic so that
Yeah.
they know that you're
Oh.
sincere. They know that you're really excited.
You know,
True
that's
believer.
also what they did in Iraq. A lot of clapping.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They did.
Because they were like, that was so good.
They found Saddam and everyone's like,
It'd be crazy if when they like found Osama bin Laden, afterwards the soldiers came out of the hole or whatever. I don't know how it worked. And they were just like,
yeah, the slow clapped.
It would have been funny if he was just like, God damn, you guys found me. I made it difficult, but
Yeah.
amazing job.
Yeah.
Wasn't he like playing Nintendo when he was like found and...
He was, because he had that bunker. I
Yeah.
mean, I watched Zero Dark 30. I don't know.
I saw the movie as well.
That would have been a good time for them to do product placement, right? If Nintendo was going to get into the game, they're going to say, look, he's already using it. We know he's using
What
it.
if Nintendo reached out to Osama bin Laden as like an influencer, like sponsorship?
Oh, Bin Laden's playing Wii tennis. Dude, oh my God.
Bin Laden was on that scale for Wii Fit. Do you remember Wii Fit?
I remember Wii Fit.
Yeah, vividly. It changed my life.
Yeah.
That was the shit. Yeah, I loved that game. But
What were you like before Wii Fit?
Yeah, what were you like?
Like this, but larger.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's
So we-
Much
sad.
larger.
So
Yeah.
we have Wii
But-
Fit to oh.
I feel like crying.
Larger
That's
than
so
life.
sad.
Yeah, but now thank you, Nintendo.
Damn.
Thank
When
you.
was the last time you played Wii Fit? I mean, well, excuse me. How many times a day are
Well-
you on Wii Fit?
To be honest with you, when I practiced Wii Fit, it wasn't a game. Okay, it was very serious.
It's a lifestyle.
Yes, it is. It is
Like Goop.
Yes, like Goop, exactly. And so I was in there, and I was whatever Wii Fit does, I was doing that. I was doing all
And what
that.
does Wii Fit do?
What is it?
Wii Fit essentially is a 4-player online RPG. I think it's an RPG, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
First player, it's like Grand Theft Auto. I think.
Yeah.
I'm pretty
But
sure.
it makes you fucking rip.
It's Grand Theft Auto with your
Yeah.
health.
But you actually kill people.
You go out into the world. It's VR.
Yeah.
And you get fit by committing crimes,
Exactly.
running from the cops, lifting, money
That's
from
another,
banks.
This is the thing people don't talk about is that criminals, very often very good looking, very toned.
Criminals are?
Criminals.
Really?
That's
Yeah.
why Osama.
Sexy thieves.
When was the last time you saw a criminal and you thought, you know what? They don't look healthy.
This makes sense. Ocean's 11, all
Yeah,
of them
they
were
look
hot.
amazing.
All of them were hot.
Yeah.
Even the old guy.
Even Carl Reiner.
Yeah, with he had the ulcer. There's nothing there's nothing sexier than an ulcer.
Ocean's 8? Forget it. What's her face? Aquafina.
Aqua di Gio?
Aquafina.
Wasn't that her name?
Forget
Aqua
Aquafina's
Velva.
name.
Yeah,
I'm
that's what it
acutely
was.
aware of Aquafina, and I just
Aqua Velveeta?
Yeah, I don't know Aqua Velveeta as well. You guys seem to know each other pretty well. You and Aqua Velveeta.
Yeah, we go back.
Yeah.
We go back to the We Fit days.
Yeah. Bloomington, Minnesota, did you say?
That's right. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep. Did it. Bloomington, Minnesota, Somaliland for high
Aqua
school.
Velveeta was the person who was accusing you back in that debate.
Hey, well, let's not say accusations. Okay.
Alleged
Let's not talk about
accusations.
accusations on this right now. There's
Okay.
nothing is substantiated.
I can only apologize.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, we will say nothing about the allegations against you personally.
Well, listen, okay. The IRS is a corrupt organization. They're a corrupt organization, okay? They come at me because I did too many donations. That's what it was.
You
Whoa.
are
They didn't
too
believe
charitable.
all the donating I was doing.
I don't believe it either. Sometimes.
Close.
How much do you donate?
Well, how do I quantify it? In weight? In
Kilograms.
Oh, kg?
Yeah.
Probably.
Let's go metric.
Probably
for our
30
European fans.
Well, how much does hair weigh? I donated a lot of that. That's the key.
A lot of hair.
Yeah.
You don't sweep for 3 years.
One day
send that to
you wake
Locks of
up,
Love.
you're living in a pile
You
of
don't-
hay.
Exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much. Is that what hay is? Is hay horsehair?
I actually don't.
Yeah.
No.
Is that
there's
what it
no
is?
Sure, yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, hay is like straw. isn't
No.
it?
You're-
Yeah, but what is straw?
You're thinking about this
and
too
what
much.
is a strawberry?
A straw?
What's the connection there?
A strawberry is a berry that is made entirely of straw.
Which is
Really?
horsehair.
Which
Right,
is
which
hor-
is horsehair.
Horsehair. All
know, they don't-
fruits are horsehair.
Which is how you get gelatin.
That's how you get jelly.
Grinding up strawberries.
Exactly it. And why didn't they teach us this in high school? They're sitting there going, this is how you add. This is how you subtract. This is what Catch-22 is about. But they don't fucking tell us about the strawberries.
Teachers are always recapping the plot of Catch-22. I mean, it is so weak.
I was never required to read that.
I was.
I
I had to
wasn't
read it,
either.
and then I had to tell my teacher one-on-one what the book was about.
Really?
One-
One on
It
one?
was-
At your teacher's home, right?
Every kid. Yeah, well, that was part of this. Let's not talk about that. Okay.
Did
But
anyone else in your class have to do that? Or did she choose you?
my memory is telling me that everyone had to do it. But now that I'm saying it, now that I'm saying it out loud and looking at reactions from third parties, you know what? Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was. Let's keep this kid on track a little bit here. That could be it.
You're like, it is so weird. I had to go to this woman's basement and she sat me down.
Yeah.
All as part of the curriculum.
She gave me these wonderful bracelets that were attached to the wall.
They were made of metal, but I assume that just means they were expensive.
I thought they were just chrome painted.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't think
Yeah.
she's actually gonna get, gold. She gave me a gold bracelet.
Yeah.
That's so cool. And then she made you sit there and recap the plot of Catch-22. And what was
Yeah.
she doing while she did that?
Well, then she locked the door. And she said, this here. This is the lesson.
Yeah, I'm sorry. There's no way she did that for everyone.
No.
I don't know. I mean, she
No,
was
she only brought them out for special occasions. It's like the good china.
right. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't give everyone gold
No.
bracelets of.
Queen of England, she gets copper.
Yeah.
Did she just go to the hospital? The Queen of England?
Did she?
I heard she spent the night in the
I did
hospital.
not get a text.
From her?
Yeah.
Yeah, or anyone in the family.
Nah, she FaceTimed me, but
Are you serious?
yeah.
Lucas is from London.
Yeah.
Well, kind
Oh,
of.
that's right. So you're
Exactly.
You probably grew up with her.
Yeah, exactly.
You guys
we go way back.
Oh,
played
but
footy
she spent
together?
it in for routine checks.
That's what they all say.
What does that exactly mean?
She went to the hospital and she just wrote a few checks.
Really? Straight cash?
Yeah, routine.
You think she carries cash?
Oh, there's no
That's
way.
her ID.
yeah. Exactly. It's me, bitch.
Yeah. She doesn't get carded. She just gets asked for like a 20-pound note. Yeah.
Have you guys ever
so
seen?
funny if she was carded. Wait, ma'am?
Yeah.
All right, can we let you in this bar? Oh, yeah, let me just take out the money that has my face on it. I'll show you.
Are you trying to bribe me? No, it's my face, bitch. Just like...
Yeah. Have you guys seen The Wire? Have you guys seen that
No,
show?
I haven't
I
seen
actually
The Wire.
haven't. You've been watching?
There's a part of, well, not in a long time, but there's a part of one of the episodes where this gangster who's like everyone knows is like, ooh, he's scary, and he's gonna, he's in a candy or like a bodega, and he takes some candy and he just says like, he looks at the guy as he walks out, like the cashier, because it's like a, you know what I mean? He can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
I feel like the queen does that. I feel like the queen. Yeah, motherfucker, I'm gonna take this biscuit to go.
Just
I'm
gives the
gonna
clerk a
take
little
this
nod, like,
biscuit.
Sorry, you think you're gonna make me pay for this crumpet? Fuck you.
no.
No chance.
I think you'll find this crumpet already belongs to me, bitch. Just like,
Yeah. There would be no crumpets without me.
yeah.
Yeah.
She invented the crumpet.
She poops one out every day.
Yeah.
That's the stock.
And if she doesn't poop, 14 more days of winter or whatever. Or whatever the fuck. What is it's a little it's called the Queen's Groundhog, and it's called the Queen's Gambit, and it's a really good.
Punxsutawney Phil is just doing a poor impression of the Queen.
That's what it is.
Wow.
That's a real
Oh, God.
That's real as fuck.
Do you guys remember when Bill de Blasio dropped the groundhog and it died? It's not.
Wait, what?
You didn't know about this? It was
Wait, keep talking. I'm just gonna check the cameras. One sec.
I can't remember when this was, but remember de Blasio was holding up, I think it was the groundhog, to see if he could see his shadow, and then he dropped it and it died.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and everyone
De Blasio killed the groundhog.
he killed the groundhog, dude. Pure negligence.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna look this up to verify my sources, but I'm it would be a crazy thing for me to make up about Bill de Blasio. If I wanted to make something up about Bill de Blasio, I would start another rumor. Like when my friend started a rumor, she hooked up with his son, and it did not happen.
Wait, how did she? What was the rumors that she said about her son?
Well, he went to high school in New York, so she
Right.
made up this rumor that like they just met at a party and made out. It was a pretty boring.
Pretty tame.
Yeah, but
I think that's what's fun about
he
it.
shouldn't be. I mean, he's a Christian boy, isn't he? Not?
He shouldn't. He shouldn't be at
He
parties.
shouldn't be doing that. Yeah, he shouldn't
no.
be trading, spits with people. That
No.
shouldn't be happening.
Now come up with like a fun rumor. Like they're all cone heads.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. He really is under that
Exactly.
hair.
He's not actually tall. He's just one big cone.
He is actually. Yeah,
Yeah.
that fucking guy.
This headline about de Blasio dropping the groundhog just starts with, "It didn't
didn't
end
end
well."
Oh my.
Oh,
Bill de
no.
Blasio won't celebrate Groundhog Day after killing Staten Island Chuck.
Staten Island Chuck.
Oh.
I didn't know this existed.
Is that where the groundhogs are at? Are they in Staten Island? Is that where they're at?
It's where they come from. Like
Yeah.
all crumpets from the Queen's ass.
Are they like a invasive species?
Why do
or-
you think that every time you go to Staten Island, which I know you do, you get off
I have
that
been
ferry.
one time.
Why do you think the one time you went, you got off that ferry, and the first thing that happened was you were offered a shot of tequila, and you looked down at who was offering it to you, and there was just a big furry paw.
That's true. I didn't even question it. I just thought.
You were like,
Imagining
that
that-
ferry took so
I just
long.
thought this is.
That furry
This
pop
is the
pushing a
culture.
lime to you, saying, "Hey, do this shot properly."
Yeah. Come on, let's
Ooh,
go, buddy.
this article's
There's
We're
a
not
big. There's a
animals.
long line. Yeah.
Mayor de Blasio isn't afraid of his own shadow, just that he might kill another groundhog.
When was this year?
How recent was it?
No, this was a couple years ago. This was
How have I never heard of Staten Island Chuck?
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
I think this was
Apparently, also Staten Island is overrun with turkeys.
Really?
They have a shit ton of turkeys.
They have a lot of nature there.
and deer.
They have so much nature.
I know.
They don't have a nature vibe,
No,
you know?
they have a toxic vibe,
Yeah, I'm surprised.
a nuclear waste vibe.
But
Yeah.
really, maybe
Yeah.
they get a bad rap. You know,
Maybe.
maybe they're really actually. Maybe most of them are in PETA. You think a lot of Staten Islanders are in PETA? Are you in PETA?
You make it sound like it's Antifa.
Can you be in PETA? Do you have to join? Is it a
It's-
blood oath?
What if PETA hazes you like a frat?
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
being like,
Spanks you. You
Yeah,
love the donkeys, don't you?
It's huge.
Don't you?
I've
Oh,
heard
man.
about fraternity like hazing, and it sounds really harrowing.
it sounds very Staten Islandy, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Remember when that groundhog spanked you when you got off the ferry?
Made you
Yeah.
take that shot? Remember Bobby threw up? Hilarious, but we do love animals.
We're all in PETA, you see.
We love PETA.
Oh,
We don't like some groups. But we do love animals.
Just an update. The person who said it didn't end well was de Blasio.
I thought you were gonna say it was the groundhog.
Oh, yeah.
That's a very good way to like political, tiptoe.
He said
It's a very good
He's not
phrasing.
yeah,
It's
he's
a
not
very-
lying, but he's also not saying, "Hey, I fucking killed this thing."
he
You
said
know,
I tried it, it didn't end well, I won't be back.
this
I love the way he describes it the way some people first describe their drugs experience. Like,
Yeah.
didn't go well, wouldn't do it again.
But you're welcome to try it.
Yeah, no disrespect to people that do. Just
Yeah.
I guarantee you it's not about a scheduling conflict as to why he doesn't do it anymore. It's just good to leave it in the past. I think the groundhogs deserve that. They need to be safe.
wow.
Hey, good for him.
Well, it's also that it's a bigger height to drop from.
He's a tall
considering
guy?
it's the
Oh,
blood.
yeah, he's tall,
He's
yeah.
like 6'5" or something.
Is he really?
Oh, yeah, he's a big dude.
He's
wow.
8'7".
Shaq fears him.
Yeah. Oh, De Blas.
He dropped Shaq once and he almost died.
De Blasio.
That actually makes me wonder, does Shaq know what it's like to be like held or like thrown up and down maybe a little bit?
Oh.
Maybe he doesn't know what's that.
Thrown around a little bit.
Yeah, thrown around a little bit. You know,
Dude, I
a
don't
little
know.
like a ping pong ball. Yeah.
Is he one of those freak kids where his parents are normal? Or is,
Ooh.
I
wonder what his
That's
parents...
a loaded question. Is he one of those disgusting fucking
Well, does he have like elephantitis? Shout out to PETA. Does he have
I think I
Some
definitely
kind of
when I was
disease?
younger I read a book about I read one of those like
We get it. You can read. Okay.
I
Yeah,
can.
you don't need
I've
the flex.
I've learned and I read a lot of sports biographies.
Okay.
I read one about Kobe Bryant, R.I.P. I read one about Alex Rodriguez. It's very like
How do you choose?
if they're there in the library.
Oh,
you know.
really?
You go
just
to the
flipping through?
library? You check shit out?
This was when I was younger. Back in my
okay,
younger
okay.
days, I would just read. I would read
Yeah.
like sports biographies, and it said that Shaq had elephantitis.
Really? Oh, that's real?
I don't know about elephantitis. He had like something. He was just like he couldn't stop growing.
Like a pituitary thing?
He just couldn't stop growing.
He loved peanuts.
He loved.
He just. I actually do like peanuts too. I might.
Oh, yeah.
have a
Peanuts
little
are
bit.
great. Yeah.
I might have elephantitis, but be asymptomatic. I think that's what it. I think I might actually have that.
So you think you're a carrier?
Yeah.
If you have a kid, that kid's gonna be 7 feet tall.
So
Yeah.
huge.
So huge, buddy.
Huge. Yeah, he's gonna be a big boy.
Hey, son, pick me up. I need to pick the peanuts off the top shelf.
I want to be thrown around a little.
Yeah.
We're at the library. He's helping me reach the tall books.
Did you guys ever see the Andre the Giant documentary?
No.
That was good.
I heard it was really good.
Oh, it's amazing. Apparently, like he had like farts that could like vibrate through walls.
Oh yeah, he would burp for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Have like 20 beers a night, 3 bottles of wine. He was intense.
Yo.
Can I tell you that there was a
Expensive.
moment where I confused Andre the Giant with Andre 3000 just now?
You thought
And I had a genuine moment of like, Andre 3000, he's not very big.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what?
no. He's normal.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what do you mean?
he's asymptomatic. Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, that guy's farts could vibrate walls.
Yeah.
I never heard that.
That guy was in The Princess Bride?
I mean, he understands acoustics. He knows how it works. You know
That's
what I
what
mean?
I was going to say. Maybe that's what got him into rap.
Right. He farted and
Yeah.
he's like, this feels good.
He was
Yeah.
like,
I want to chase
wait.
this feeling. Yeah.
I want to send this to more ears. Yeah. He's just,
Yeah, Warriors need to feel this.
Warriors need to hear my farts. Andre the Giant. I want to know more about Andre the Giant.
it's a really cool documentary. It was really cool. Apparently, like it's really sad because like his bone, he just never stopped growing. And there is like an operation that's like for like people that have like that kind of growth thing. It's like a tumor on the pituitary
They
gland.
have a growth mindset.
Yeah. No, grindset.
The thing about those people is they can never stop hustling.
Yeah.
No days off. Dude, Gary Vee and Andre the Giant.
Yeah.
You gotta have the giant mindset.
They go up 3 times on Christmas morning. The grind never stops.
It never does.
Oh,
If Andre the Giant was a comic, what do you think he would talk about?
I think he. Oh, well, that's a good question.
Do you think he'd start a set by being like, let me address the elephant in the room?
that
That'd
would
be
be
pretty.
good.
I should ghostwrite.
This bitch,
Right,
just
yeah,
like
yeah.
Oh, yeah, he just points to a normal looking
Yeah.
girl. Her!
He'd be very alt, I think.
yeah.
A very alt.
He brings out a ukulele and sings
instruments.
songs.
Yeah, a lot of instruments. a lot of drawings. Yeah.
He does PowerPoint comedy.
Yes. And
Brings
then
out a MacBook Air.
and then he'll crush a pumpkin in his hand. And then it's more of a Gallagher. It's a Gallagher-esque.
Okay.
Yeah, but less energy, more kind of easily does
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, he's got a deadpan.
He doesn't need that much stage space.
It's like Dimitri Martin meets Gallagher meets elephantitis.
Yeah.
That is kind of the vibe.
Oh my god.
Oh my God. Elephantitis, the comic.
Yeah.
It would be good, I think.
As
I
opposed
think
to
for
what?
the community.
book?
As opposed to the movie.
Yeah.
There's nobody like him,
Yeah, no.
you know?
It was a shame. He died at 44.
Really?
Yeah, he died at 40. Well, yeah, the pituitary thing, he just never stopped growing, so he had to keep having like operations on his knees, his joints. They kept getting damaged. And there is an operation that can really easily like remove the tumor. And like other people that have the same condition, they've like had it removed, and they're still big, but they stopped like growing as intensely, and they're able to like live a regular like lifespan.
Damn. How many people have this thing? This gift?
Too many.
Too many. There's too many of them.
How many people have this rise and grind mentality?
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what the population is. The Somaliland.
If any, if
Cause
any
of death
listeners,
went too hard.
feels like some Elizabeth Holmes shit. You know this bitch.
I
is-
only just
who
learned
is
about
that?
Elizabeth Holmes. Explain.
Okay,
She sounds like someone who was kidnapped.
she is this Steve Jobs wannabe. She's like this kind of blonde bombshell woman with these crazy, like giant blue eyes that look like they never blink.
Ooh.
And her characteristic is she has this like very deep voice that a lot of people
she
speculate
tall?
is fake. She is tall.
Okay.
She's not Andre the Giant
Elephantitis?
tall.
No.
She doesn't have
Right.
elephantitis. Well, her thing is she created this brand called Theranos. That's like, instead of getting a blood test where they draw blood from your arm, you get one where they just prick your finger a little bit.
Like a diabetes, like a blood sugar thing?
Like let's say you need to get blood tested for some horrific disease, like thyroid issues. That's
Okay.
actually not that bad, I think. But
Something disgusting.
yeah. Let's say you're a fucking mutant with thyroid issues. Let's
With
say
a
you're
peanut
a
allergy.
hideous animal with anemia and you need to get checked out to see if you need to go to an institution.
Yuck.
You get your thumb or finger like pricked just a little bit instead of getting like a ton of blood drawn from your arm. And she invented that for people who were like squeamish about blood tests, and she conned all of these people, like I think like Henry Kissinger and like all of these random very wealthy men into giving her like a ton of money for this operation. The whole thing was a sham. It didn't work. They were faking.
It lasted for years, though, didn't it?
I'm sure
I was
it
explained to
worked
it
on
like a couple days ago. I've only like just heard about this.
I'm sure it worked on a smaller scale at one point, but as they started bringing it to like Walgreens, like to the public, they started like fudging.
Not
results.
CVS. Fuck that.
Fucking Walgreens.
So then what would they say in the test? You're good? You're
Yeah,
cured?
they would be like, "You're good," or they'd be like, "You have diabetes."
They don't even spell it. You are GOOD.
G-U-D with an umlaut. Like,
And it's her face not blinking. Oh, shit.
it's like a gif of her nodding in an email.
Yeah. It's a GIF on a printed piece of paper. It's genius. That would be something to invent. That's like some Harry Potter shit.
A
Did-
gif?
That's some Harry Potter shit.
Oh, a
No, no, no.
printable gif.
A printable GIF. That's Harry Potter
Oh,
shit.
Oh,
that
yeah, yeah.
is Harry
That-
Potter. They
that's
literally
super.
have that in Harry Potter. The posters of the women who like, it's
The
like
posters of the women, yeah.
Yeah.
They got nudies. They got real porns like on their wall. Like full porn. Hey, let's dude, Slytherin house.
they don't talk about that in Harry Potter. They really need to start, if they're gonna bring up every other issue in Harry Potter, they need to start talking about why there is no live printable porn.
Yeah, what's going
Oh.
on with them?
I think there has to be. Well,
Yeah.
that's another thing I always thought about with those books is like other jobs in the
Yeah.
universe. They show like, because for sure there's a band. There are musicians because they have the school dance. They have the weird sisters that play. You remember that shit? Yeah. No, but they have like musicians. They got. I'm wondering like, do they have like radio show hosts? Because they have radio. They don't have TV.
This
Right.
is Elizabeth Holmes, by the way.
Oh, I know what you're saying with those eyes.
Yeah.
Those are
Wait,
strong.
show it to me again. Yeah, that's intense.
Yeah.
Though I think her eyes were the key to her because when just seeing that picture, I was like, I couldn't say no. I would be too scared. You know what I'm saying?
You'd be like, she knows more than me.
I
haven't
know
seen her-
those eyes are just too piercing. She just
Yeah.
pierces through your defenses. She should go on Shark Tank.
with just
She
her
should-
eyes.
I
being
think
like,
she
hey.
could. Yeah. I think she could just go right through those.
She would
sharks.
Yeah.
stare silently for 3 seconds, and Mark Cuban would be like, "Whatever you want, whatever you want. I don't care."
Just stare and just be,
Don't
and they'll
kill my
just be
wife.
like, 100% equity, all yours.
I think it's the voice.
The
that
Kevin
really-
O'Leary guy just like opens his eyes.
He's my favorite on Shark Tank. I know a lot of people think he's a hard ass, but he's my actual
God.
favorite.
He is kind of funny. I think he's just such a like I don't give a shit, fuck you kind of guy.
I've
It
never
is pretty-
actually seen Shark Tank. I've only seen Dragon's Den, the
it's
British
so
version.
Good.
Oh
Yeah.
Which one was first? Was it like The Office where it was
I do not know. I really don't know.
Dragon's Den?
I can't say.
Oh, man.
Have there ever been like a British version? Oh, no. Has there been a British version of like something that was originally American? I don't know.
There has to be.
There has to
America's
be.
Got Talent in that.
I think definitely America's Got Talent
Yeah.
came first,
A
for sure.
British version of something that was originally American. Class,
Yeah, good
Oh, yeah.
point.
taste.
Fucking humor?
Yeah, this country.
Yeah.
The greatest country in the world.
Never lost.
I'm trying.
Something called a war victory?
Ever heard of it?
I'm trying to find for you guys a real clip of Elizabeth Holmes' crazy voice. Maybe just look it up later, but it's actually
yeah.
something along the lines of like, she does this one presentation where she's like, I remember going to the beach with my uncle.
She sounds like she has elephantiasis. Like, I never stopped growing. Just like,
You need to buy this. It works.
But there are a lot of people who like knew her back when, and they're like, dude, she has a fake voice. Like she just put
Right.
on a deeper voice
Oh my god.
to look more official.
Yeah. You think she puts it on?
Yes.
You think she'd?
Yeah,
maybe she just inhales Freon before every
Yeah.
interview. Hi.
Can I see your AC unit? Yeah, sure.
Maybe she cuts open like a hole in her throat and uses one of
Hi.
She just smokes a lot just to like for her career. I'm in healthcare.
You have diabetes type 3. Don't ask questions. Just
Visual check.
She's like, one day I too will. That machine is crazy. The one where they're like, I used to be a
Yeah.
swimmer. Now,
didn't you always want one just to try, but then you need a hole, and so it doesn't work.
Oh, you need to have
You
a hole.
need the hole for it
Right.
to like go in your vocal cavities and shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Did I ever tell either of you guys about the woman with a hole in her head who I met?
What? Okay, when you say a hole in her head, where about her head?
I actually didn't see the hole up close, but I
But you felt it.
felt it
like-
in my heart. It was like it was my friend. I was in a McDonald's with a couple of friends, and my friend Steve was at the front of the line, and he was about to buy himself whatever at McDonald's, and a woman walked up to him, and according to him, I saw the back of her, but I didn't see like the front of her because she walked out before. Apparently she just had like a very small like actual hole in her head.
Wait, what was the diameter? Give us a little.
This, like,
Wait, it wasn't closed up?
was a
Wait, was
hole.
it? Okay, when you say hole, was it
You
like
can see
straight
her-
through to the brain?
Yeah, you could.
I don't think he could recognize that it was the brain, but it was something that it's like that's not supposed to be there.
Right.
I don't know that it goes right. That seems like a cartoon that it goes like right to the pink in your
What
brain.
did it look like?
It looked like
Like, what was the color of inside the hole?
red.
That's not a good sign.
What
But
are you
it was
talking about?
open- it was
a
open
red
hole?
for a heart.
Oh my
Red for love. And well, regardless.
Wait, so that's like cultural appropriation. That's not right. This woman.
Oh my
It
god.
was her
That
third
is
eye.
wrong.
It was her third eye. She could really see.
Oh
So
my
she
God.
asked my friend, she was like, "Can you get me a burger?" And he was like, "What?" And then she just went. For those who don't know, I'm pointing to the hole in my figurative head.
I love you said the hole in my figurative head instead of the figurative hole in my head.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Well,
Yeah,
you know,
you don't have a head, but you got a hole.
I got a
Just
hole,
like
baby. I got a couple holes. Tell you that much.
I'll tell you what.
Tell you what, I got a couple holes. And he just said, "Yeah," and he bought her a burger. And then
My
she
eyes are
left.
down here. Yo, lady. Oh my.
She should have a
Wow.
little thing over her hole that was like, "My eyes are not up here."
Damn.
Yeah.
If you wore an eye patch up there,
Oh, that'd be
there'd be so many questions.
They'd think it was about your third eye. They'd be like, your third eye is
Right.
too powerful. Or maybe some like Ash Wednesday thing. I'm very Jewish. I don't know much about Ash
I
Wednesday.
do Ash Wednesday, but I'm kind of embarrassed. I did it. I just don't want. I'm not like showing off.
I literally used
it's
to
more
think,
about my personal connection with Christ. It's not about
Yeah.
the visual.
Your opinions.
No.
I used to think that was like people left like mascara on their head by mistake.
Oh, how many times did you go? Oh, you got a little schmutz.
You
A
gotta
lot.
listen.
So many times.
More than I'd like to admit.
I wonder if I did that as a kid. Went to school with it because I was Catholic.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Did you ever do Ash Wednesday? No.
I think we did do it, but I feel like I
Yeah.
feel like I fucking wiped it off.
Did you do like first communion? Did you do
yeah.
all that shit?
Yeah, I'm confirmed. I'm fully.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, like I'm in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm in. I joined.
He's
Yeah.
right in the email. Confirmed.
That's right. Yeah.
We'll
You're-
circle back.
How does it feel to commit?
Well, I feel like I didn't really choose. I feel like I was sort of inserted. Yeah. But I don't know. It was more just like it was like me and my uncle because he was my. I don't know. You have to have like a assistant for him.
You have to have an uncle.
You have to have like somebody in your family that goes like, we go to the church together and then we say something to the guy, the priest guy. I don't really remember. I think
Yeah.
I was playing Game Boy or something.
How
But-
old are you when you
fun.
did it? Yeah.
I think you're in middle school,
Okay.
7th grade or something.
Gotcha.
That's when I decided, because 7th grade, I was like, you know what? I know what I want. I know what I want to do.
Do you remember when you first ate the body of Christ?
Yeah. I remember when I drank the wine for the first time.
Mm.
I took a big sip.
That blood was good. Yeah.
I took too much. And they're like, yo, bro.
Yo, my sister's
And then I used to
bat
run
mitzvah-
back to my seat. I used to,
You used to
yeah, because everyone's in a big line. And then you get
Okay.
and some people skip the wine. Some people go, no, not for me. But everyone kind of gets the chip. And so then you get the
chip of Christ.
That's right.
They
There's-
eat
There's
hot chip.
microchips in there, so I don't take them
Oh,
anymore.
okay.
Yeah, exactly. But you take the chip, and then and then I took a big sip of the wine, and then I just ran back to my seat.
Good for you. You're
Yeah.
trying not to get in trouble. My sister on her bat mitzvah, she like tried to play a trick on everyone. She filled her wine glass with grape juice, and then when they said the prayer over it, she was just like, chug, chug, chug. And everyone was like, whoa, she's drinking so much wine.
She's like, joke's on you. I'm stone sober.
Yeah.
Now you're saying,
Now let's
joke's
do
on
this
you,
thing.
I'm stoned. And then she took out a big old bong and ripped it in front of the rabbi.
Rip it for Jesus.
That would have been cool if she just like pushed away the glass and then just did a huge bong rip.
Or yeah. You get to the station with the wine and you go, oh no, I'm good. I brought my own. It's a box. It's a bag. It's a fucking dude. Oh.
And you do it like you like drip it into your mouth like from above. Like, oh.
Hey God, tell me when.
You're not talking about the bong water, are you?
It's a mix. It's a mix.
Oh, okay.
Franzi and bong water.
Oh.
Changed my life.
Now I wonder if you could use wine as like your liquid of choice in a gravity bong.
I bet you could, yeah.
If it would have any effect.
You have to really fill up a
Antioxidants.
gravity bong, though.
Yeah. Cancer preventing antioxidants. Yeah.
Does wine prevent cancer? Do you
does.
know
That
this
was in
as the
Cosmos.
resident
It was in
medical?
Listen, okay, before I did stand up, okay, I was a doctor.
Wow.
I was a doctor for many years. And then
Speciality
And then
or general?
then I was promoted
To stand-up
To
comedian.
stand up.
to regional doctor. Regional doctor manager of the doctors. And
Instead of citywide, you went county.
that's right, I went county. I was like, I love this county.
How do you
Somaliland
balance
County.
grinding at these mics while you manage every doctor?
Yeah.
Because if I don't die at 44, I have failed.
Yeah.
So you have to grind. That's what it is.
That's how Andre the Giant died.
You got to grind your teeth.
What do you tell the doctors that want to get up to where you are now?
Number one piece of advice: quit. You'll never be able to do
You
what
hear
I've
that,
done.
doctors listening? Doctors with borders.
I cured cancer and then uncured it.
You got the cure and you went, oh, no one needs this. No one needs this
I
shit.
used to work at like this like software company, and one of like the CEO level guys used to end every email with,
Wait, CEO level guys.
It was like, you know the guys.
He was in the vicinity. He ran shit. Leave it at that.
It
You know
really
the
is
guys-
that way at a company like that, though. It's like 5 buddies and like, we're all the CEOs.
Let's go, crush. And
They're all coked out. They're like, yo, dudes, we're all the CEOs. Come on, let's get going.
I was
I'll
watching.
see you at the PETA meeting.
I was watching Mad Men, and there was an episode where they were trying to get all their sales guys to like, or their account executives to get more accounts.
Yeah.
And they're like, your accounts are your self-worth. Like, that was literally a line. I was like, yo, let's
Mad
go.
Men has some toxic shit. Like,
yeah.
I
Yes.
remember when they tell that guy who's a writer, they're like, this job should satisfy your every need.
Yeah. It's like,
Yeah.
And he has to pretend he stopped writing fiction.
So wait, get back to your job. So like CEO,
Okay.
CEO level guys.
the CEO
Yeah.
level guy, he would write this long email about the quarterly, this is how we're doing in the company.
Yeah.
And then he'd go, da-da-da-da. And then instead of saying like sincerely or something, it would just be world domination.
That was his sign off.
That was his sign off. World domination. You know, you're just like, you're reading it. You're like, oh, all right. So I'm going to take a break.
Now,
Oh my
that would
God.
be, what if he had to send an email that was like a PR crisis? Like, God, like the worst thing happened at that company. Somebody was
Oh, a lot.
murdered. I am so sorry for the murder of this account executive. World domination.
Yeah, exactly. We all miss Tom. Listen, we all do. Let's not dwell on it. Let's not let it affect Q3. Okay? That was one of the
Wow.
best sales guy like mantras
Yeah.
was there's no Q5. That's what
Yeah.
they would always
Oh,
I
I
can
always
see
just
that.
want-
I can see
There
that.
is no Q5. This is it. And
Wow.
it's the fourth quarter. And like, because it's quarters. There's not fun. And like, I just wanted to like have someone explain it. Like, wait, is there a Q5? Is there not? What is going on?
Oh my God. So wait, genuinely, I'm curious. What actually has been your total work history? I'm curious.
I
What
can't
has this been?
discuss this, but I was out of college. I got a job as like a telemarketer.
What was your major?
Communications
Communications.
/ advertising /
Slashing.
adult entertainment.
Adult entertainment. Hey,
It's
baby.
printed gifs of porn. We're trying to get it off the ground, okay? Harry Potter
There's
porn.
no Q5.
Harry Potter porn pictures,
Yeah.
okay? So I got that, and then I was trying to get a marketing job, and the ad for the job said market development representative. So I go, okay, I'm looking for a marketing job, and it says market. So this is a marketing job. So then I applied, I got the job, and then it was telemarketing. so then I'm like calling people, and basically the job was like, you set up a meeting for a sales rep to then sell the software. So you're calling people at work and you're a stranger. I'm like, hey, this is David. Hi, we don't know each other.
But world domination, baby.
But anyways, and it was, oh my God, it was tax software. So it was like TurboTax
Oh, yeah.
for a business. So it's like, it's so complicated. And I don't even know how to do my own taxes. So then I'm like pretending. I'm like, yeah. She's like, well, what can the software do? I'm like, automate it.
What can it do?
She goes, yeah. One lady got really mad. She's like, yeah, but how? I'm like, well, with predictions.
With optimizing, woman. It optimizes the numbers.
It streamlines the automate.
What don't
Oh
you
my
understand, stupid bitch? It streamlines it.
And I was so timid and like,
How old were
so
you when
scared.
you did this?
I was 22.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
I was
How
so-
old-
It circulates the productivity to the Q5 income equality the circumstance.
Income inequality.
Gabby,
did
for
come
a
up.
second, I was like, damn, she knows what she's talking about. I was really
Yeah.
like,
I
Go
hope I
off.
could convince you.
Yeah, you'd be good at it. It really was. Because like my fucking feet were on the fire, you know, or else I was going to be fired. so then
that's how the word came to be.
I just had to get meetings. So like you get good at it when you're like forced to. So then I would convince people to take meetings when they didn't even like do taxes.
They didn't do taxes. They were.
I would do.
You're like, well, I was trying to skirt this tax for a while, but
It would be like
I commit fraud. I only do fraud. Just
the subject lines would always say like the IRS or something, and so the person
love from the IRS.
Yeah. The IRS is cracking down on
World
businesses.
domination.
It'd be shit like that. So then people would just take the meeting because they're scared.
that's how you should always sell stuff. Fear tactics.
That honestly, it is effective.
That reminds me that when I was in high school, I had this friend Sam who it was a time when like Jersey Shore was big and like a lot of girls were wearing like juicy couture jumpsuits and Uggs, and he started putting up signs around the high school saying, attention all Italian and Russian girls, stop wearing juicy couture and Uggs, love from the management.
Oh shit! Damn, bro, did it work?
Nah.
What is this?
Nah.
Of course it didn't work.
Nah, they doubled down, if anything.
Juicy
I might listen to
sweatsuits
that.
back
Yeah.
then were more powerful than like the U.S. Marines,
Yeah, they had the game in a chokehold.
Yeah.
as they should.
Also,
Yeah.
Uggs very comfy. It,
Yeah.
it needs to be said.
Really?
Very comfy.
You got a
an
pair?
I've worn.
Yeah,
I've
They're furry in there.
I felt the touch.
right.
Yeah.
They look kind of. I feel like if you wear them a lot, they get a lot of salt on them.
Yep.
They just look so grimy.
Yeah.
Salt?
Yeah, if it's like winter,
Oh,
I guess
yeah,
that's
yeah.
Snowing.
I guess that's
yeah.
I thought you meant inside the shoe. I was like, what kind of feet?
yeah. If you're getting
They do
salt
it
in your
different
shoes,
in Minnesota.
Oh.
well, yeah, we use a lot of salt.
yeah,
we
on
gotta,
your feet? Yeah.
Yeah, you got to get rid of
You
the
They
just-
smell.
call this guy salty feet.
Yeah.
For a
Yeah,
reason.
pickle
Your feet too moist for their own good.
pickle toes.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh my god.
But yeah, they get
Yeah.
kind of crusty. They
Yeah.
get kind of
Yeah.
Yeah. So after you were a telemarketer,
yeah.
what happened? You had your feet to the fire. You got,
I had my feet
got
to the
people
fire.
to take meetings.
So then I got good at the telemarketing. I could kind of set meetings. And then I tried to get to the next level, like the sales level. So when you're actually selling the software, and it was me and my friend at work. It was this other girl, and she got chosen for the job, and I was depressed, and then yeah, and then I brought a gun to her. No, I'm just kidding. No. So then I was like, you know what? Maybe I should do what I actually got my major in. So then I tried to get a marketing job there.
What, and communicate?
And communicating. Let me communicate.
A little thing called talking and listening. You know?
Yeah, that's what you got.
That's what it's about. And so then I got a marketing job, but they said you have to move to Boston, the Boston office, to take that job. And I was like, they're like, do you have a girlfriend? I'm like, no. So then I went, and then I started stand up in Boston.
Right.
So that's how that happened.
I see.
Yeah.
What was it like starting in a smaller scene? I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to be shady. Like,
no, I know.
I
know exactly what you meant.
If anyone watching or listening is in Boston, give up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey guys, love you guys. But yeah, no, Boston. Well, I didn't know anything about stand up. I didn't know, so I was just like, I'm gonna start here. I don't know.
What drew you?
I always wanted to do it. I always like.
How young did you start thinking about it?
Well, it was like I wanted to do comedy, just period.
Right,
I didn't know if it was stand up. I didn't know what it was. People told me I should do some kind of comedy stuff.
Okay.
I was like the class clown and stuff.
Yeah.
But I was just scared, and I was like, I don't know where to go. I don't know how to do it. It doesn't seem like a real thing people do. I didn't know anybody that did comedy in any kind of way. Right. I was like, I just need to get a normal office job. I need to be a real person and pay for things. Right. Yeah. And my parents they weren't like unsupportive, but they were like, yeah, do the thing that makes money, dude. So I got to be 25, and then I was like, oh wait, if I'm whatever age and I'm on my deathbed, 44.
Yeah.
Because I'm going hard. If I fucking am 44 and I'm on my deathbed and I never tried comedy, I'm gonna feel awful. I'm gonna hate myself for that because I just like there's gonna be so much regret.
Yeah.
So then the fear of regret outweighed the fear of like, oh, what if I bomb? I don't know what to do. Nice. And then I did a stand-up class.
Nice.
And I met cool people.
Who taught the class? Who taught the class?
Guy named Brett Johnson. He's big in he started in Boston. He's in LA now. He's probably 250 pounds. No, he's not. He's probably like 200. 200, yeah. Soaking wet.
Bring out the scale for him.
Probably.
He came into class first day soaked with water, and he went, "All right."
Yeah, he was drenched. He goes, "Surprise! This is."
All right, kids. Who's got the salt? My feet need it bad.
Yeah, my Uggs are looking a little too nice.
Yeah,
I need that. Yeah.
Oh my God, his Uggs.
Oh wow.
My first stand-up class was so. I don't know if you felt this way too, but like. I think we had to do maybe 1 minute of material just to like get us into it.
Yeah.
Just start with 1 minute and you're like rushing through it. Like I feel like I was talking at 300 miles an hour and then he'd be like, okay, stop the clock. And I felt like I'd gotten through, 2 jokes. Oh, yeah. And now I'm like, a minute is 2 well-spaced like 30-second bits or like a couple one-offs, but it's like at the time you're just so scared. It's like,
oh yeah.
Did you have a similar?
How did you feel?
Yeah.
So the first class was they did this exercise where everyone goes up in front of the class. We all don't know each other. Everyone goes up in front of the class and everyone else has no cards. And you stand there for a minute or whenever, 5 minutes, whatever it was, and they just write down a bunch of assumptions about you. You don't know any. They maybe know your name, but they just start writing. They just look at you and just assume things. And the idea is
dumb cunt.
Yeah, exactly. Elephantiasis.
Nah, this bitch asymptomatic. No.
Yeah, he don't have it for real.
What is this fucking moron? Who wrote that?
So they write down all this shit, and the idea is like this is what the audience is gonna think of you when you get on stage. So these are some things you can do jokes about. Yeah. So basically. There was one, I have this like up in my room because it was so like, this one guy wrote, I used to have short hair at the time.
Okay.
Kind of clean cut. This guy wrote, looks like he Googles popular men's haircut.
Okay, that's funny.
That's such a good joke.
It's so good.
Joke.
He goes, and gets that one. But seems like a nice guy though. Oh my God, that's so.
Is that like, the reason why you started growing your hair long?
Maybe subconsciously, But this is really a protest haircut. That's what this is.
Okay.
This is
What are you
protest.
protesting?
Haircuts.
No, fair enough.
Yeah,
I
no.
love the idea of you at Black Lives Matter protests, like, fuck haircuts.
Fuck great clips. Yo, bro. I'm anti-great clips.
Oh.
That's my message.
You just go to any protest and you just protest the cause you want to protest that day. Doesn't matter what the fuck everyone else is protesting. It's like, they should always toast bagels. It's like,
Yeah.
you're in the wrong place.
Yeah.
That reminds me of one of my
That's
favorite.
Toastmasters. That's what
No.
you're thinking of.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
One of my
yeah.
favorite memes ever is like, it's like a dad having his like 2-year-old daughter on his shoulders, and it's at a protest, and the girl is like, she's holding up a sign where she just like scribbled a lot, and then but someone like sort of like reply tweets to it saying, "Speak your piece, little mama."
Yeah.
It's so good. Oh wow.
Yeah, so I did
Yeah.
the class, and then I met some friends there, and then once I had like a little like a friend group, I felt comfortable. Like, all right, I'll go to open mic and try it.
That was exactly my thought process, was that I was too scared to do open mics. I did a class. It was actually the same class a few years later that Gabby took, and then that gave me like the confidence as like a stepping stone into open mics.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I was scared. I was like, I don't know what to talk about.
Exactly.
I don't know what to talk about. I don't know what to say. I don't want to bomb. You know, so
Mm.
yeah.
What was it? Do you have a worst bomb story?
I have a couple. One of them I remember.
Wait, can I say? I remember your worst bomb. Iraq. I don't think you should have
WMDs.
dropped that bomb.
WMDs, the
I
bomb
don't
that
think
never
you
went
should've
off.
dropped it.
Dude,
It wasn't right. It was wrong.
my worst bomb. That was honestly.
And that
probably-
was something you decided.
You're right. I did.
Yeah.
I did. Colin Powell. He brought me in. He said,
Oh,
"What do we
R.I.P.
do?"
Rest in peace.
R.I.P. to a real one.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Okay, sorry, I had to throw
He's
that
my
in there.
hero.
Oh, real worst bomb.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys have been to mics where there's like a group of bros who do the fantasy football. The guy who lost has to do stand up.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
So
Yeah.
this was a mic in Boston that was like Irish bar. It's like a towny bar, and every time the mic happens, the people there are ambushed by comedy. So it's like they don't know what's gonna happen. All of a sudden, they're eating dinner with their buddy Fitzy, and then I'm like, "I'm from Minnesota. Isn't that weird?" And they hate it. So and it's a really loud bar. So you can't, like, you're speaking into the void, kind of. Nobody can hear you. All the other comics are sad because they also bombed.
Oh.
And so it's a very tough situation. And I'm like new, so my jokes are really bad as well. And I'm like clearly nervous. And then there's this group of really drunk bros like in the corner, just waiting for the buddy to fucking.
Yeah.
So I go up, not good at, very, very bad. I'm walking back to my spot, and I have to like walk past them. And one of them goes, "You suck, bro."
Oh my god.
And that just made me feel, I was like, at first I like wanted to fight him, but then I'm like, I can't fight him. And then, yeah. And I just had to sit and just kind of go. But then his friend did really bad. So then I'm like, all right,
Oh.
cool. Well, that's, good.
Did you go up to be
we
like-
all suck.
Yeah.
Yeah. We
I
all
wonder
suck.
if what they said to his friend was like, "You had a few good punches here and there, but it
Yeah.
wasn't anything special."
No.
A full self-evaluator.
Yes, yeah. He was very honest.
It would've
Very
been funny
honest
It
guy.
would have been funny if you played like the role of an old sage, walk up to him and be like, "Hey, you had some good structure. I feel like one day you could be in my level."
Yeah.
Listen, right.
Just
a few
keep working at it,
setups,
kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some
Keep
punch
grinding.
lines.
You'll get to 44.
And then your ticker will quit. Yeah.
Oh man.
Then you'll get your HBO doc.
Yeah. You'll show him. Dude.
I
Yeah.
can't imagine who hosts that mic. It must be the saddest
Oh.
person.
She's like a local comic.
Oh,
she's
then
been
maybe
doing.
she's fine. What am I saying?
She's yeah. She's a local person.
Roseanne Barr.
She is Roseanne Barr.
Yeah.
She is. She's off Twitter now, and she just says racist stuff.
She only does racist shit analog.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Good for her.
Acoustic racism.
That's what it's about.
She brings her guitar.
Spoken
She
hate
plays
speech.
beautiful tunes.
Welcome to the spoken hate speech, Mike.
Oh,
Everyone
that's such a
brings
good
their
idea.
guitar
Welcome
and
back to
sings
Spoken
slurs.
N-word.
Oh my god.
It's really
Everyone
good.
snaps at the end like,
We need to build a wall.
yeah.
Oh.
J.K. Rowling comes and says something so transphobic, and everyone's like,
Yes.
Everyone brings
Preach.
everyone brings a couple matches they tied into a cross shape, they light it on fire and just
Yeah.
Oh my god.
oh my god. Should we get into listener submissions?
I think we should.
Do you know about this?
No, let me grab some water quick.
Yes.
But so people ask questions?
Yes, people ask like they write in with their neuroses, their fears, and we are the only ones who are charged to advise them.
Yep. All right, I got the responses.
That is a very cute cat.
All
With
right,
the
you got
little
responses.
I got the responses.
All right, let's do it. So basically, people write in, and we give them advice. It could be good advice. It could be great advice.
It's going to be good.
You think so?
It's not going to be great, but it's going to be good.
Okay,
it's
gonna
going to
be
pretty
passable.
good. Yeah.
They're gonna hear it and be like, I guess I'll do that.
I mean, I already
Ooh.
thought of that. Let's tell them what they already thought of.
Yeah.
Whatever the most obvious thing. Be yourself.
Hey, how about exercise?
Wait a second.
You ever heard of it?
There are a couple here that like are very similar to these two. I just think they're really funny. So, all right, these are two different submissions. So,
Okay.
number one, it says, my girlfriend is a gay little boy. And then the second one says, I'm gay, but I don't like it.
All right, we can
And,
help with
like-
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Christ. He's got the right idea.
So I got a religion for you.
Yeah, he can be saved. He can
Ever
be saved.
heard of Passion of the Christ?
Yeah, good
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
Mel Gibson never misses.
Up and comer. Up and comer.
This guy,
Rising star.
Yeah,
I
he
think
is.
he's gonna be something someday.
Oh,
this
yeah.
He
Gibson
totally
guy.
is. Yeah.
I'm gay, but I don't like it. That's you.
That
Should,
makes me sad.
you'll learn to like it.
Yeah, you'll figure it out.
You'll figure
Yeah,
it out.
Yeah, love yourself regardless, obviously.
Yeah, just haven't found the right dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or chick if you're a lady.
That's
Yeah.
my mom always says. She's like, you just haven't found the right book.
If you say like you don't like reading.
Yeah. She's always like, you just haven't found the
I'm
right
gay,
book.
but I don't like books.
I'm like, Mom, you're in denial. I'm never going to read. I'm never going to be a reader.
Oh my god.
Okay?
Let's see. Oh, someone just said, "Look behind you."
Turn
Okay.
around.
Turn
you.
around.
Oh wait, I'm afraid of everyone one day leaving me because of how sensitive I am and how awkward I am. I think you're just being on the money, you
Yeah.
fucking idiot loser.
Yeah. This guy. Wait, hold on. Let's fix this guy. Let's fix him.
Yeah.
So
Listen.
actually, I wrote that one in.
Yeah. Okay, Gabby. So what you need to do is you need to meditate. Okay. And your mantra is, I'm an idiot. I'm a stupid. But if he thinks he's awkward.
Thinks afraid that everyone around this person is going to leave because of how sensitive they are and how awkward they are. That's
All right.
self-described.
Okay. So he needs to hang around the most awkward, sensitive people, and then he's gonna be the one who's like,
and then
"You
be
guys
like, look at this fucking guy.
yeah. Or another thing he could do: leave first. Okay,
Tear others down. To
leave
build
first.
yourself up.
Preemptive. Remember Pearl Harbor? You need to Pearl Harbor these people. Okay, it worked out well.
Pearl Harbor happened because the
Okay.
president of Japan, who did the attack?
I think that was an emperor at the time.
Oh, yeah, the president. The emperor felt too sensitive and awkward, so he was like, "I'm gonna bomb Pearl Harbor before Pearl Harbor leaves me."
Yeah, Pearl Harbor. Exactly.
That's
you got
what
to.
happened, and
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Ah!
Get rid of him.
Oh my
So I
God.
pretty much fixed that guy.
yeah, you're-
All right, wait. Do you
you're
want to
giving the
read
best
that
advice.
one?
What does bollocks, the British people slang? I wasn't saying that in an accent. It is written out
It is-
that way.
It's
British people slang mean because me and my friend disagree and neither of us have been to England and have lived in America for over 15 years. And Lucas, you know this stuff, so help.
Yeah. There's a couple different definitions. Number one, intercontinental ballistic missiles.
Watch out for those.
Yeah, North Korea is they're working on their bollocks. They're close.
I think intercontinental ballistic missile has more of a ring to it.
Yeah.
Intercontinental. You stub your toe.
You have the intercontinental ballistic missiles.
Oh,
I thought Bollocks was from the Sex Pistols album, Never Mind the Bollocks.
Yeah.
Because whenever I see Bollocks, I'm like, never mind.
Never mind.
Yeah. What was the definition you heard? I think you told me before the podcast you heard some
Oh,
rumors about the origin.
I did hear something about it. So basically what happened was when Britain was first created, as we all know this, it was people who creeped up from Rome. We all know this. They creeped up. They were like, it's a little too pedo-y around here.
Yeah.
So they creeped up, and what they had to do is they walked on the balls of their feet. And sometimes when they'd be walking so far, their foot would lock because they had been walking so far. So they would have these ball locks. And yes, exactly right. So when you have a ball lock, it's like, oh God, I'm so sorry, guys. We have to stop. And so that is actually what a ball lock is. And that's why people say it.
Got it.
Well, now that that's solved, somebody just wrote, I have a hunch that you guys would have the best way to either solve a murder mystery or commit a murder. How would you do either one? Love you guys, and your show is awesome. Thank you.
That's so sweet.
I do love that it's either solve a problem or make that problem.
Yeah.
Right. Well, it'd be easy to solve if you did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would be really easy.
Yeah.
It would be one of the easiest.
That's what I would do. I would kill someone and then make it really obvious and then solve my own murder.
And then make all your money in solving the murder.
Right.
Yeah.
Reward money.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the
exactly.
Old West.
Solve a murder mystery?
The Old West was probably so good.
Oh, the old... Oh,
Was there much murder? I think that murdering was so... in my mind, murder was so common in the Old West that they were just like, screw it, just get a bounty hunter, just wrangle them together.
I don't think it was as common as like scurvy.
Yeah, probably a lot of diarrhea. A lot of clean water.
Not a lot of them concerned about vitamins, I don't think. I don't think they were concerned about a balanced meal.
Probably got a lot of sun, though. Probably got a lot of vitamin D.
Yeah.
So
A lot of beer.
they didn't get the COVID-19.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of
that's the
whiskey.
key.
A lot of whiskey drunk in the Old West.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
So they were just dehydrated all the time. Really.
dry lips.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably they were all so cranky.
You know, everyone thinks that people got murdered in the Old West, but in fact, people died of dry lips.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people know this.
Yeah. I have an issue with dry lips. I used to
Really?
always go to the doctor.
Chapstick was just a glint in the eye of...
It was almost there.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I used to go, me and my sister both, we used to go to the doctor every time. What's with these kids?
just really dry lips.
The doctor would be like, what's with, he's like, what's going on with your kids?
Seems like you just wanted someone to talk to.
Yeah, well, maybe.
He was like, can I buy you some chapstick? You're like, no, I can only get it here.
Well, I would be the kid who would be like, they'd be dry, so I'd lick them.
Oh, yeah.
I'd
You
be
just
that
make them
kid.
dry, yeah.
I remember in 5th grade, this one girl, she was in 5th grade, but she had like mom energy.
Sure.
And she was like, honey, stop licking them.
Wow.
She
Wait,
told
you
me.
were in 5th grade as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it like, boing. I was like, no, I never thought of that. That's
my God.
I have a
genius.
major issue with people who are my age who say honey to me.
Really?
I think it's just the most awful. It's
Well, if a dude says it, then yeah, that's.
Oh,
not-
yeah.
Yeah.
oh my God. There's
If a
I
dude
actually
said-
like it when like a friend like calls me honey. I
If
think
an
it's
old
sweet.
lady says it, I'm gonna like, oh.
Yeah.
an old lady. If there's something about a person my age, a dude or a lady or anyone, if they're like honey, I'm like, fuck you, I'm not your honey.
Does your girlfriend? You say that to your girlfriend like, babe, don't call me fucking honey.
We do have a
Who the
thing
fuck do you think you are?
where if I call her by her first name, she's like, are you mad at me?
Yeah.
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 I mean, that would probably,
Yeah.
if they're pissed.
What are you, a loved one? Like,
What do you have a name? Yeah, right.
Disgusting.
oh god.
Yeah.
There's actually a comedian I know who like called me honey after I like described like I was just like busy and tired. She was like, "Oh honey, I'm so sorry." And she's like 30, and like I was like, "Is that old enough?" I was
To
like,
call you honey?
Yeah.
I don't know. What was her social status?
I was gonna say, what was her social security number?
yeah. What was her number? I'm trying
She's a fairly like good comedian. Like she's all right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a social thing. She's
Maybe.
like, oh, honey, you don't even know.
Yeah.
You don't know what you're doing.
You got off stage and she was just like,
That's actually not
"Oh,
a bad
honey."
impression of her. I'll tell you who it is afterwards. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, honey.
Yeah.
It's Ellen.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
The
it was
chick
all-
with the blazers?
Yeah.
That's the only discernible characteristic of Ellen.
Yeah.
She's got blazers.
The lady with the blazers who loves to dance.
Have you seen Ellen's brother?
No.
Looks
Melon. Fuck.
Malin.
Melon DeGeneres.
Yo, all right, Malin.
Oh my god.
You know, she's got a couple brothers. She's got Felon DeGeneres.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
in jail.
Yeah,
Yeah.
No, they don't talk about him.
Salmonellin DeGeneres.
Jellen DeGeneres.
That's
Yeah, he only eats Jello.
Well, we've wrapped up that.
So that's how we'd solve a murder.
That's how we
And
solve
that's
a murder.
also how we'd commit a murder.
Exactly. One and done.
I wouldn't want to talk on camera about how I'd commit a murder. Because what if I want to do it and then people will be like, well, she literally described it on camera. So
We should write a book.
if I...
If I did.
Let's write a book.
Wait, what kind
Nobody's
of book?
wrote
What
that
kind of
book, right?
Yeah, no. Go on. Tell me what kind of book it'd be.
You
That's
know.
the problem is that no one murders anymore.
Yeah,
That's the problem.
Nobody really kills anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, there's like, you know.
People try, they don't succeed.
That's because everyone's dying of heart disease, you know? nobody's
everyone has
nobody's getting
scurvy.
whacked anymore. Yeah.
Nah.
We need more whackings, you know? There's no more
What happened?
whackings.
I watched The Sopranos and...
Giuliani did too good of a job. That's what I
Yeah.
believe.
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
people-
You got to leave a little mob.
Yeah.
You know, just a little.
Keep it
some-
interesting.
Yeah, a little something.
Yeah.
little mob for the rest
It's
of
too
us.
clean around here.
Give
yeah.
us some content.
Yeah, yeah. Give me a little bit of like a guy who walks around the neighborhood and just goes, "Give me my tribute." We
Just
need
like
that.
fondles your testicles
Yeah,
a little bit.
he does this, and you know exactly what it means.
Yeah.
We need that
Oh.
type of guy, you know.
All right, should we get into the?
Oh my god, I forgot
Yeah,
about this
yeah,
segment because we literally haven't had a guest in so long.
I know it's been months, so coming towards the end of the episode. So some
Is this where it becomes a three-way?
Yeah, baby.
The
Okay.
camera's
that's it.
mysteriously
We really
shut
like
off.
your vibe.
Yeah.
We saw
We
you
saw
from
you over
across
there.
the podcast.
Want to get you a drink to see how you are. Yeah.
Across the Outback Steakhouse.
So something we ask our guests to do when they come on the podcast is we want them to say like how they perceive themselves, and then we tell you how we actually perceive you.
How I perceive myself, and
Yeah.
then you. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ready when you are.
So.
You go first.
Okay. Obviously.
Get to it.
Well, okay. Thick. Strong in the mind, strong in the ethic, thick and ethical, ethically thick, ethically not,
Ethically.
yes, ethically non-monogamous. It's sort of, what does he smell like? You know, what is his smell? Probably hard to tell.
Check the camera 1 second.
He got distracted by when you said ethically non-monogamous. He got to turn on.
He's like, wait a minute.
My professor just learned what that meant.
Ethically
Yeah.
non-monogamous.
It's in somebody's script, I guess, talking about ENM, as they say. I think it'd be funny if someone was like, I'm unethically non-monogamous. I just fucking cheat.
Yeah. I used to go to Mike's in Boston. There was a comic who did a joke, and he said ethically non-monogamous. And I was always like, what does that mean? I just never knew.
Yeah, different than ethnically non-monogamous.
Yeah,
which
I'm
is when
ethnically.
Yeah.
it's when you cheat, but you only fuck people of many different ethnicities.
Right.
Right, yeah. That's kind of my vibe.
I see that for you.
No, my vibe is like I'm mostly lying. I mostly can't give people a straight answer. When I do give people a straight answer, it's really off-putting, and they're like, and it's like, wait, what? Is he being serious? I was told that So Maxim wanted to roast. Maxim Allen is a comedian, very hilarious. Follow him at Asparaguts. He's my co-host. He was saying like, oh yeah, we were maybe gonna roast you. So then we were trying to think of roast jokes, but we couldn't think of anything other than like, you're not tall. So not tall. Lies a lot. Longer hair than typical.
Yeah.
I don't know other than that, really.
It is hard because like so like no, before I get into like actually my opinion, but it is the thing like because like it's one of my favorite things about you is just how easy you are to like riff with. Like you do it a lot. It means that I don't necessarily like hear a lot of like your personal life in stand up. So it's very and it's hilarious, but it's very disguising effect.
Right.
And so it makes it hard to roast you.
Yeah.
Because no one knows
what's
real
the real.
you.
Yeah. What's the real?
I would imagine you're probably, if I could say my perception, you're like very easy to get along with, and maybe that's why it's harder to roast you than just specifically that you don't share much about your personal life. It's because like no one can say anything bad about David Dobbins. Like,
yeah. Well, I think I want to be liked. So I think I've created
good instinct.
I get that.
Yeah.
Great intention.
So I'm like, okay, how do I make myself?
Well, I want to be respected.
Yeah, I need respect.
I don't care if I'm liked. I also believe you're probably, and I mean this as a compliment, smarter than you like to appear.
Well, that is part of the likableness.
Yes.
If you're also, I have big gaps. Like I'm
thigh gaps.
Yes, and here.
Yeah.
I got a Mike Tyson in between my legs. But if your
dick has a lisp.
It does. Yeah, it does. And my dick bit someone's ear off.
Your dick is battling Logan Paul.
Your dick loves pigeons.
My dick has a pretty popular podcast. It does actually. But especially on stage, if you're going up there and you're like smarter than the whole audience, they're gonna like, fuck this guy.
I have that issue.
Yeah, if you're
Very
smarter than
often.
people, they kind of don't. They're like, You can still be likable and be smart, but I think it's harder.
Yeah.
I think dumb stuff is funnier.
Dumb stuff is
Absolutely.
funnier.
Dumb stuff is way funnier.
I was mostly joking when I say I have that issue, but sometimes I do think the audience is like, you're trying to be smart. I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm just existing. So it is hard to like. I think the best humor, and I'm sure you agree, is like smart dumb.
Yes.
Yeah.
And actually, to pretend to be dumb, you have to be smart.
Yes, true.
Yes.
In a way. Like, I see this with Sacha Baron Cohen when he does his characters, and he's pretending to be Borat, and like the way he runs is like an idiot. He runs like an idiot. Yeah. And how he improvs with people when he's interviewing them, I'm like, oh my God, that's genius. But he's just thinking of it off the top of his head, but he still comes off like an idiot.
Yep.
Like he makes people believe he's a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
And it's like really good how he does it, and you can tell he's really smart.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of smart, but also I don't like read a lot. I don't pay attention a lot in school. So there's like big gaps in my knowledge so that I don't know stuff as well. So it's like,
Gotcha.
I see it as like you could learn stuff.
I could learn stuff, but I'm also not there like math. I'm not going to be good at
There are
math.
also many things that are just not that important to learn.
It's also so important to understand that it's like there's so many different ways to be smart. There are so many different things that like to measure intelligence, and that's not to get like too into it, but like that is a failing of like the education system. It is only rewards like one sort of kind of brain, only one path to like perceived success.
Right.
That is like it's a very sort of monistic way that we view like education and employment and stuff. It's like
right. It's like that cartoon that's like the fish can't climb the tree, so he's
Exactly,
stupid.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
like
Didn't
people aren't-
Einstein say that? Or is it misattributed to Einstein?
It's just a meme that it's Einstein's face. It could be Alec Baldwin. It could be.
Oh,
Yeah.
dang.
Big AB caught a body.
Oh. Oh, it's so sad.
Oh, yo.
Oh my God.
What if he gets a teardrop tattoo?
I saw a meme about that. My friend sent it to me. He was like, I know this situation's so sad. And then he fucking sent me a Photoshopped picture of Alec Baldwin with a teardrop. I was like, dude, you're going to hell. I don't know.
Yeah.
I actually, so I was at Gabby's mic yesterday, and I was talking to another comedian, Maddie, and she'd come from the doctors. She had to get a shot, and so she had this like leftover gauze that she was given, and she was like, "Oh, should I bring this on stage? Start doing prop comedy? Who doesn't love prop comedy?" And I was like, Alec Baldwin.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah, he is not a fan.
someone in that props department is getting popped, as it should be. That's
Oh yeah, it was
apparently like 3 days before, like people were protesting, being like, they keep accidentally firing blanks out of this gun. It's really not safe. We should stop this.
And here's the thing: is that apparently, like, a couple things that I've learned is that about that situation is that the crew used on that film were not IATSE, like the film crew union. They were not the union film crew people. They were just like local people hired.
Oh, I heard that. Yeah.
And that apparently, even when you use just blanks in a movie, sometimes shrapnel can be released. So there is like a possibility for
That's how
accidents.
Bruce Lee's son died.
Oh,
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
gosh.
He died on the set of The Crow.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I learned that
Damn.
yesterday.
But this
I've learned it from all the articles. That's how I know.
Well,
But this
I
was
filmed
not a
this
blank.
thing yesterday,
Yeah.
and I
Oh,
was with
okay.
all these film people.
Yeah. Oh.
And this guy, so this kid, he's like in prop.
Wait, bring the mic closer to you.
He's in like prop, like that's his job on a film set.
Mm.
That's what he does. And he was saying like, oh yeah, that's because we were having the same conversation. He's like, that's how Bruce Lee's son died. He died on The Crow.
Right.
And then
And I laugh, and I'm like, that's just a hilarious name for a movie, The Crow.
And then everyone
and
simultaneously
I-
is like, what a beautiful movie, The Crow. The Crow, yes.
I break, and then it's like, oh, no one's laughing.
They're like,
It's
there
just-
Dobbins goes again,
I know.
laughing about
Oh
death.
my god.
And I don't know these people. You know, we're sitting there waiting for the rest of the people to get there so we can start filming and shit. And I'm just like, oh, okay. That's the vibe. Okay. We're not laughing at that. We're not laughing at funny stuff. That's fine. That's
But
cool.
yeah, but it was a live round, not a blank. This was a live round. Which
No,
for
I
some
believe it
reason-
was a blank, but a live round is just like
We'll do it live.
industry. It was like industry terminology, I guess, for like anything there. Anytime there's like something in the gun, they're like, oh, it's a live round. Could be anything.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how do you
Crazy.
perceive David?
How do I perceive David?
Back to real stuff.
Let's keep it real now. Let's talk about me.
Yeah.
Okay. Enough of this.
Thinking about it.
Think about it, dude.
Thinking about it.
Give it some time.
I'm taking my time.
Thoughtful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you might be a little bit hard on yourself because I remember one time that I saw you at an open mic and you were trying because you do riff a lot, but I remember you were like, no, I want to do some like straight, just like written material. And it was like you were trying not to like do that and you were trying to like expand like your skills. And I think that you can give yourself license to relax more and like trust yourself more.
Yeah. I think
that you have a lot more because I know how amazing you are at wordplay.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
because I know that you are so much more creative in a way that like a lot of people would consider like classic intelligence. I think that you have more of that than you give yourself credit for.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think you're totally like I've had to learn that myself in comedy where when I first started, especially in Boston, I would hear guys like Mark Norman to like Jerry Seinfeld talk about comedy and they're like, everything is planned. Everything is written. I do my exact thing. Even the hand movements and the body language are planned. So I was like, oh, if I want to be good, I need to do that. So then like before shows, I would spend like hours practicing these same jokes over and over. Yeah, because I was nervous and I wanted control.
Yeah.
And I was like, if I practice enough, I won't bomb because I've memorized the joke or whatever. And I just didn't understand that it's like, no, you have to follow your instincts as a comedian. Like you're a funny person, trust yourself to be funny. And that took me so long because I was just insecure. And I was like, I can't riff. What if it goes bad? It's gonna be bad. So, but I've gotten more loose as time has gone on and tried it more. And now it's like one of my best strengths, like as a comedian, is riffing and like being loose on stage. And it's funnier. If a guy is up there like trembling and like just rehearsing, and his eyes are dead.
Yeah.
And he hates his jokes because he said them 8,000 times. Like, this is not going to be a good show. This guy's not laughing. Nothing's funny here.
It also
So
depends
I think
on
you're
the room, probably.
I think you're right on the money about that. Like, I just need to just trust myself more and not be so hard on myself. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And without a doubt, you're anytime you get on stage, I'm like, oh, I can't wait to see what the fuck.
Yeah, same.
I'm just like
Every time we're at a mic, I'm like, I can't wait to see what this fucking
Oh, yeah.
What is he gonna fucking
like legit. This has been like one of the episodes where I've like laughed the most. It's like it
It's-
really
Yeah.
has been.
This is so fun.
yeah.
Podcasts, I'm like, I love just sitting down and just fucking bullshitting
so
with
great, yeah.
people. Yeah, especially
Yeah.
comics.
Yeah.
Because we can just have this fun time.
It's the best.
You know, if I
It's
sit
also
down.
nice for getting to know people. Like,
Oh,
like,
absolutely.
you know,
True.
you just block out 2 hours in the day to just chat,
Yeah.
and then
100%.
everyone is forced to listen.
Yeah.
And that's where you come in.
Yeah.
Do you, David, have anything you want to plug? This will be coming out audio on Monday and then the video on Tuesday next week. Do you have anything coming up soon that you want to plug?
Okay.
butt.
Yes. I mean, that's been plugged. Okay, that's been plugged. It's actually an issue. It's
I'm sorry, I shouldn't joke.
2 words: Suez Canal. Okay. Okay, that's what it is. Okay, but no, follow me on Instagram at They Took Our Dobbs, and then follow me my show at Two Virgins Comedy. That's me and Max and Ellen. We host that. It's every Tuesday in the East Village. Details are there. You don't need to,
No,
and then-
anything more.
that's it. Yeah, and yeah, that's pretty much it. And as I do if you're a comedian, I do my open mic at the Tiny Cupboard every Tuesday. It's always a movie. It's gonna be a movie. It always has been.
It's the movie The Crow.
It's the Crow. It's the Crow open mic. We don't laugh about that. And it is a conservative open mic. So just there's no conservative open mics in Brooklyn. My name is David Dobbins. I am the #1 conservative comedian in Brooklyn, New York. Okay? #1.
And what is the deal with all these Jews? I mean, come on.
I know. Dude, I heard a joke. Fucking, I think Theo Vonn said this. He does this long bit where it's kind of offensive. I don't know who it's about, some group. And then he goes, oh, yeah. And the Jews are clogging up the internet. It's just like, what does that mean? What? But, dude, I love that. His special just came out.
Yeah,
I want to watch
I
that.
haven't seen it yet. I need to check
He's
it
one
out.
of my
Same.
favorites. He's so funny.
My favorite, like, before we wrap up, it's like one of my favorites. I think Whitney Cummings said that she found Theo Vonn in an airport. They just happened to be crossing paths.
She found him.
She just found him. He
She
was
discovered
lost.
him. A wild Theo Vonn.
Not had water in 3 days.
Mullet was
Use quick
unkept.
attack.
Yeah,
Catch.
yeah.
No, but she found like Theo Vonn in an airport. He was just watching TV. I think like it was VH1, and then she goes up. She's like, "Hey, Theo Vonn," and he goes, "Hey, Whitney, talk about a channel without a game plan."
Wow. Oh, incredible.
That's funny. You think so deeply about VH1 and what they're doing. Like he fucking works there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, if it were up to me.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Oh, incredible.
Is there anything you want to plug, Gabby?
The Suez Canal.
Yes.
Yeah, plug it up.
Again.
Again.
Yeah, part 2. Even more
Oh,
clogged.
we do. There's a show on. I'm doing a show on Thursday with Divya Gunasekaran, another really funny comedian, and we're gonna do live art and comedy at the same time. And it's at Easy Lover in Brooklyn. So follow my IG for deets, and then
Wait, why is
on
this
Fri-
IG? Oh,
I just threw up a
I was
gang
like, what
sign.
does that mean?
This is a coded way of me asking everyone
Suka,
to
pia.
join a gang.
Yo, shit. Ah!
And then on Friday at Pine Box Rock Shop, we are doing an Anne Hathaway Presents show at 8 p.m. Anne Hathaway Presents my open mic, but we do a monthly show. Mike Kaplan's going to be headlining. Going to be really funny. Lucas is going to be on it.
gonna be on.
I forgot
Hey.
about that.
Hell yeah.
Forgot about this freaking guy.
Who am I?
Never forget.
Never forget.
Never.
Lucas Arnold, the Pearl Harbor of comedy.
Oh, do you have anything to plug, Pearl Harbor?
Oh no. Okay. You can you follow me on Instagram at Lucas T Arnold. You can go to lucastarnold.com/comedy. That's where I post all of my shows on the calendar. Yeah, I have a good few shows coming up next week. One being Anne Hathaway Presents. I'm also doing Who Hurt You on Thursday. And I believe I'm doing Two Virgins on Tuesday next week.
Are you?
I think so.
Then you are.
I speak it.
I believe you.
existence. Yeah.
Yeah. My assistant handles
booked?
all that.
What if he wasn't booked and he was like, aren't I doing your show?
Yeah.
You were
Aren't
just
I?
like, yeah, I guess.
What if this is how I get booked on everything? I just
Yeah.
bring a guest on and be like, and I'm on your show, right? Yes.
Yeah, you just,
That's how it works.
You are now.
Yeah.
Show me the spreadsheet and you're on. Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, this has been such a good episode of Two Nosy Meerkats.
Very enlightening.
Very enlightening.
Yes.
Stay plugged. And and we will see you guys next time.